this where you tell me the real secret is teamwork?
Nope. The real secret? Aim for the head.
In State of Decay 2, your goal is to create and maintain a community of survivors amidst the zombie apocalypse. You start with choosing from randomly generated survivor types with their own unique attributes, strengths, and weaknesses. After a brief tutorial, you're thrown into a game world teeming with zombies, or Zeds as they're known. You'll find a place to call home, build structures, scavenge for resources, and ensure your survivors aren't driven to depression. Along the way, you'll interact with enclaves, human settlers that you can trade with, and of course, plenty of Zeds to kill. Building a base in State of Decay 2 is fairly simple. You'll explore every room in a building, clear out all the zombies, and claim it for yourself. After this, you need to be aware of the various factors that come into play. These include fuel, food, and power, to name a few. If any of these are too low, your crew will lose morale and be tougher to manage, resulting in infighting and them possibly leaving your community. Soon enough, you'll discover rucksacks filled with ammo, fuel, food, and even building materials that you'll want to bring back. All of these elements are well explained, ensuring that you're never at a loss of what to do and where to go next, something other survival games could learn from. This is combined with combat that's satisfying. Both melee weapons and guns are great to use. Hitting a Zed in the face with a hammer or popping one from afar with a sniper rifle feels just right. It doesn't have the up-close gore of, say, The Last of Us or Metal Gear Survive, but it holds its own by being fun and responsive. Aside from your health, you also have to pay attention to your stamina, which deletes as you run or use close-range weapons such as an axe, knife, or any melee weapon at your disposal. Death in State of Decay 2 is permanent, but you can control other characters when yours is mauled by a horde of undead, or turned into one of them, and as another survivor, you can collect any loot the previous one you controlled dropped. Ever so often, you'll come across locations that can be turned into outposts, structures that give you permanent bonuses for food, ammo, medicine, or fuel, in addition to being areas where you can swap out and control different characters from your community. To make an outpost yours, you'll need influence, State of Decay 2's in-game currency. Be it killing zombies or bringing back home some much needed supplies, earning influence is straightforward and almost every action counts towards getting it. Throw in a varieties of zombies to slaughter, ranging from the monstrous, tank-like juggernauts to quick ferals. There's enough to keep you on your toes. And while most of these have been present in the last game, one new inclusion is the Blood Plague zombie. If you're attacked by one often enough, you can get the Blood Plague, a disease that turns your character into a zombie. However, chances are if you kill one, you get a Blood Plague sample that lets you concoct a cure at your base. To further add to the intensity is nighttime. Now in most games, developers opt for a bluish hue during night scenes, allowing you to see some of your surroundings. In State of Decay 2, your screen is pitch black at night, forcing you to rely on a flashlight that only illuminates small sections of your display. Not only does it make exploration tougher, but it adds a welcome sense of dread to nocturnal encounters, particularly if you're on foot. Before you know it, State of Decay 2 soon settles into an addictive loop of morale, upliftment, base building, and exploration. All of its systems and elements come together in a cohesive fashion that's engrossing, and we found ourselves playing till the wee hours of the morning, modifying our base, taking on outposts, and recruiting new survivors. That's not to say it's perfect, although it comes close. Cooperative play is restrictive. You can't explore the world if you're not close enough to your fellow human-controlled survivor, and you can't carry over any loot to your version of the game when you're done. Only influence carries over from State of Decay 2's co-op sessions. In an age where games like Ghost Recon Wildlands let you explore wide swaths of territory without being tethered to your friends, State of Decay 2's co-op feels retrograde. Apart from this, State of Decay 2 felt a bit rough around the edges. There was the odd frame rate dip on the Xbox One X, and scenarios where dead zombies would stick to doors. These weren't game-breaking by any means, and the performance appears to have been improved with the latest 6GB patch. Comparatively, the Windows 10 version was problem-free for us on an old test rig of an i5 3470, 16GB of RAM, and an Nvidia GTX 1070, allowing us to play at 1440p at ultra settings with very few drops below 60 FPS. However, given the game's budget price tag of $30 in the US and 2,199 rupees in India, these issues are forgivable. More so when you consider that State of Decay 2 will get a few patches to improve performance and perhaps fix co-op play. All said and done, State of Decay 2 is a great addition to the library of any Xbox One or Windows 10 PC gamer. It might sound derivative on paper, but its multiple elements come together to make a game that's well worth your time. Thanks for watching this video, and for all things gaming, check out gadget360.com.